everyone. My name is Ritu, and I will be one of your hosts for this event. I am currently applying to colleges, so if you're wondering, that's why I look like I've been run over by a truck. So I'm super excited to kick off this event. We are going to be hearing from some amazing voices. And now, first of all, I did want to give a shout out. Someone in the audience has a birthday tomorrow. Woo! It's you. What's your name?
Hi to everyone. My name is Alicia, and I'm from Italy.
Welcome.
My English is so-so, but I try. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you for choosing to celebrate with us. And if the show doesn't make you happy, we promise we can give you a full refund. And even if things do get lost in translation tonight, we're going to prove that comedy is a universal language. We can all relate to laughter. So tonight we're going to be exploring Thanksgiving, the ups and downs of family gatherings, those moments when you wonder, are we really related? You guys have ever had those moments, right? Okay. If you haven't had those moments, maybe you're the one that other people are wondering if they're related to. Now, while we're laughing throughout the event, feel free to enjoy the snacks we have at the back of the room. I highlight this because I know we have some college students joining. Where are the college students? Woo, okay. And I know you guys just come for the free food. So we have donuts, chai, Parley G. If anyone doesn't know what Parley G is, prepare to be enlightened. Your life is going to change. Now, as we're talking about this topic, you might be saying some things about your family that aren't very friendly. As you can see, this is a family-friendly event. So I'll just remind you, let's remember to be respectful and just have fun. So now that I have got my legal basis covered, I'm going to introduce a very funny person. If you've been to one of my past open mics, you've probably laughed at her jokes. Please give it up for your co-host, Zara.
Hi everyone. I'm Sarah, and I am a junior in high school, so if I look different, I am. But yeah, we're here for open mic, and I'm so glad to see all these faces here. I'm so glad we could share some laughs together and talk a little bit about our experiences at Thanksgiving. Just the format of the event, we're going to have we have a speaker lineup of 4 amazing, wonderful speakers, and then we'll open up to the audience, and you guys can share your story and just put your name down or talk to Amar if you want your name to be put on the list. Yes, give it up for Amar, people. Yeah, that's sort of how the event will work, and we're hoping that we'll be out of here by around 6 after having some fun. Right?
Woo.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Zara. You guys will be hearing a lot more from her later. So for the open mics, we are limiting our acts to 7 minutes. We have a timer at the front, so you'll see your time. And this is just to make sure that the event flows along. This is a Thanksgiving-themed open mic, but we don't want to give you guys turkey coma. Yeah. So is everyone ready to get started? Woo! Awesome. So I know that the theme today is who wasn't invited to Thanksgiving. I'm going to talk about who was invited to Thanksgiving but didn't come. So as an Indian American, I know my spice rack better than I know my family tree. Anyone can relate? Yeah, like I feel like I'm getting new family members. It's harder to keep up with my family than to keep up with Elon Musk's post on X. It's tough. And to make matters more complicated, in my family, we have Thanksgiving rivalry. So this means that we get invited to, there's a couple Thanksgivings. You have the VIP bougie Thanksgiving, and then you have the, if we've met in the last 20 years, you're invited to my Thanksgiving. You know what I'm talking about? So, when you're in this precarious situation, you have 2 options. The first, Thanksgiving hopping. You can go to one house for appetizers, stop for the next at turkey, and then drive to the last one for dessert. Has anyone ever done this? That is the best, right? You get to eat all of the food. You're in all the family photos. There is physical proof that you were there. And, everyone will just remember like having good memories of chatting with you until you just disappear to the bathroom for a really long time. And the second strategy that you can do is you pick just one house to grace your presence with. Now, you would think that when you spend time with your family at Thanksgiving, you're just gonna, talk, catch up, have some good old-fashioned family time. But what happens at my family's Thanksgivings is we end up talking more about people who didn't come than the people who were actually there. So everyone is analyzing, why did this person not join us? Is that last minute business trip really a last minute business trip? Or is that just code for I don't like your Thanksgiving party? And like this speculation is so intense, you guys, that like you're scared. If you miss one Thanksgiving, you're scared to show up the next year because you know that you're going to be going through this brutal cross-examination of why you weren't there. So, you miss one, you just can't come back. That's how it is. And another fun thing about the family Thanksgivings. So I know one thing, if you have read our gorgeous flyer over here, you know that we want to unpack some of the controversial topics that can divide our families. Unfortunately, the most controversial discussion that has ever happened at my family Thanksgiving is, what's your favorite gourd? Does anyone have a favorite gourd? Like off the top of their head? Any butternut squash people? Woo! Okay, a little bit. Yeah, so you wouldn't believe it, but the discussion got pretty heated. And yeah, that's just welcome to my family. Now, the final thing about the family Thanksgivings is the Thanksgiving talent show. Has anyone ever just gone to a family event and there is an impromptu talent show? Okay, describe it in one word. What is like a one word you would use? Boring, chaos, embarrassing. Embarrassing. It is your parents telling you to show off their parenting skills to all of the uncles and aunties out there. And so, as you can imagine, me being a comedian, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do stand-up comedy at the family Thanksgiving show. And I have never had a more tough audience in my life, you guys. I got heckled so hard by one of the uncles. I'm not going to name any names, but let's just say that some people just don't get invited to our open mics, and that's how it is. And there were like kids like crying, screaming. So once you've done the family Thanksgiving talent show stand-up, you can do any audience. This like just give it. You guys are being a great audience right now. Just give it up for yourselves. You guys are amazing. Yeah, thank you. And finally, I just wanted to end by saying I'm looking forward to hearing everyone else's stories about their family eccentricities. And at the end of the day, I'm really grateful that I have a place to go to during Thanksgiving and that I'm not alone. So even if your family is a bit weird, let's just celebrate those family bonds. Okay. Thank you, guys.